Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, obviously, I just got off the bike, but I wanted to check in, say hey, and see how y'all are doing because we got a lot to do today. But I wanted to kind of give you the rundown before I started running around and forgot to check in. So, I'll tell you what, y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I'm gonna try to do something with this hair, and then I'm gonna give you a rundown of what we got going on. All right, y'all, that's about the best we're gonna get for now. So let me tell you what's up, y'all. I am rehabbing an injury and I don't like it. So remember last week I told you I had tweaked my back a bit? Well, I figured out, so I did that yoga exercise. I kept trying to, or that yoga workout, I kept trying to do yoga and stretch out. And you know how, like when you pull a muscle in your back or you strain your back, like you can just tell how it feels? Well, it didn't feel like that, and I could not figure out what was going on. Well, finally, I started thinking, remember, like, I don't even know if I told you all this, but like 3 weeks ago, I was having like hip pain radiating down into my leg, which ding, 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 that's sciatic, right? And I don't want to call it like sciatica because that's a real thing. And I've never actually been diagnosed with that, but it's definitely like symptoms of sciatic nerve issues. Well, that happened like 3 weeks ago, or maybe 4 weeks ago. And I just ignored it because, you know, if you ignore something like that, it just goes away. So I ignored it and it went away. But then like both of my hips started hurting and then my back started hurting. Well, come to find out, when you ignore sciatic nerve pain, it goes up into your your hip flexors and then your lower back, and then like your whole back gets all stove up. Yeah, I know. But once I finally figured out that it was stemming from that sciatic nerve issue, I knew what to do. So I started icing and almost immediately got, I mean, it didn't like feel better right away, but I could tell immediately that that was the ticket. So got that all better. Well, now I got it isolated to, I think what happened was it was my left leg that was hurting. So, and of course I keep working out. So I was favoring that leg, and now my left quad hurts. So not so bad, but like pretty bad. So I've been doing, do y'all know these? It's percussive. This is an actual Theragun, but it's like the, I don't know if it'll do it right now. Hang on. The like percussive therapy thing, like where it punches you. Oh, sorry, it's just going faster now. So we have one of these and we have the big one. Well, the intern did the big one on my thigh. I think it was Monday. Got it loosened up. So now it's getting better. And I'm like icing and heating and doing things. But the point of all that is I can't work out like I normally do. Like I haven't lifted weights. I don't think I did some light weights a couple days this week, like arms, just to move my back around. And my back actually feels good, but I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. So I'm going to keep doing yoga for a little minute, but I've been riding the bike and I just don't have the power I normally do because my thigh hurts. So like I'm riding as much and just not getting as many miles as usual. So anyway, that has nothing to do with anything that we're doing today. I just thought I'd complain for a minute. So anyway, I say all of that to say that I'm trying to be a little bit, I mean, I try to be careful about what I eat anyway, but I'm trying to be really careful about what I eat because I'm not able to work out as hard as I normally do. So I want to talk about snacks today because we haven't done snacks in a while. So I want to talk about what kind of things we need to keep around the house to snack smartly so that especially in a situation where maybe you're not able to work as hard as you normally do and you have to be a little more careful about your points and calorie intake, what kind of things can you eat? So I'm going to go clean this up, and then I need to run to the grocery store, and I'm not going to take y'all with because that's no fun for anybody, but I'm going to go get some stuff and then bring it back, and we'll haul it if it's anything fun. But if it's no fun, then I'll deal with it myself. But then we're going to go through a list of snacks and then things that we can put together to make them into snacks. Because I think that's kind of clutch too, right? Because you don't always have specific like, you know, little brownies or something sitting around, but you need to get yourself a snack before you like DoorDash something bad, right? So we'll talk about some things that you might have around the house that you can put together to make a quick snack. So let me clean up, let me go buy things and answer this phone call, and then I'll be back and we'll talk about snacks. All right, y'all, I am cleaned up and ready to talk snacks. So I have a list, and I'm going to try to be organized, but y'all know we're going to end up down rabbit holes at some point. So let's just jump in and get started. So we're talking about snacks and the kind of things that we want to keep around the house to snack on to keep us from making awful choices when we're hungry. Or just to, for me, I'm trying to keep myself on track and not snack on things that aren't Weight Watchers friendly or diet friendly because, like I mentioned, I'm rehabbing an injury and just not working out as hard as I like to. So I have to be more careful about what I eat. And that's not, I mean, I'm, like I said before, I'm usually careful, but I usually don't have to be this careful. So let's just jump in and start talking about stuff. One really easy, at least for me, one really easy snack is veggies. I keep veggies on hand for lots of different things. I have my tomatoes that I keep around for sandwiches. Y'all know I use Roma tomatoes. It has a little owie on it. But I use Roma tomatoes for a sandwich because you can slice them up and you have a bite for you, a bite for each felon, and then just enough for a sandwich with no leftovers to get mushy. But I'll slice up a tomato and eat that, just a tomato as a snack. Or cucumbers, those are great. I almost whacked myself with a cucumber. These are great just for snacking. Carrots, and y'all will see as we go through this, I just dragged a bunch of these straight out my fridge, so you know that I actually keep these around and snack on them. Look at that. Country is at. But I buy, and y'all, some of these, this is one example, some of these things that I buy, I know are more expensive in this like convenient to use pack or packaging or size or whatever, but I know that I'll use it, like these carrots. So I buy the like already sliced up carrot chips. I get these at Walmart. I think they're $1.81 or $1.88 now or something for a bag of carrots, but I know that I'll use them. Whereas if I buy even just the little carrots, you know, like the little baby carrots, which are really just big carrots already like cut down to little carrots, even if I have those in the fridge, a lot of times I won't eat those. So, but I know if I have these, I will 100% eat these. So I keep carrot chips on hand to snack on. So I'll grab those out of the fridge just like when I'm flying by and I want something quick to eat. I'll grab those, or I'll use those instead of potato chips or something else with a sandwich for lunch. I'll have those dipped in hummus, which we'll get to hummus and other dipping stuff in a minute. But yeah, so veggies, any old kind of veggies. What are these? Bell peppers. These are like the little fancy peppers. I buy these for the intern. Y'all know my country self will eat just plain old green bell peppers. We actually had a debate because I said the intern is fancy and likes the like colored bell peppers, and I eat, I mean, I don't mind the colored ones, but I'll eat just the green ones. And I got blown up in the comments on my own channel about how I was wrong and everybody was with the intern that colored peppers are better than just green peppers. So whatever, you fancy folks. So bell peppers. Those are great just by themselves to snack on. Just cut up a bell pepper and eat that. Or we'll talk about some things that we can put together to make veggies, I don't know if it's a fancier snack or just more hearty of a snack. But so veggies are a great snack. Let me grab this quick and then I'm going to stick it right back in the freezer. Edamame, I absolutely love. Now I'm going to put this back in the freezer because it's rattly and crunchy, but so y'all hang on. And y'all know if I tried to hold that, I'd be doing like this and pointing at it and it would be horrible noise. So you're welcome. But anyway, edamame to me is not an easy snack. Like carrots, you can grab a handful of carrots and like walk through your house eating them if you're taking your felons for a comfort break or something between classes. Edamame is not that kind of party, like those kind anyway, the kind that come like in the shell where you got to squeeze it out into your mouth. But I will make a package like that of edamame, like boil it with some salt or like salt and seasoned salt, boil that, and then I'll sit here at the counter and eat those while I'm like reading a book or doing something. So it's a great snack. There's 0 points. It's soy. So if you're like off soy, then just fast forward past this. But 0 points, very filling. Y'all, those are the things, if you're like, what is she even talking about? You know when you go to the Japanese restaurant or like go to the sushi restaurant and you get those, they're like little pea pods and you squeeze the pea bit out into your mouth to eat it? That's edamame. I buy them at the Walmart, super, super cheap, and I eat, like I said, entire bags at a time. So to me, that's a great snack. So edamame is a great, and it's filling. So a great, I mean, easy as far as like there's not a whole lot of fixing to do, but not easy like you can grab it on your way out the door or something. There's a bit to like the actual consumption of it. So edamame is a great snack. Y'all don't judge me. Like I said, I grabbed stuff out of my cabinets. Popcorn. Don't worry, I have more popcorn out in the garage, but popcorn is a fantastic. I don't know why I felt a need to get the popcorn the popcorn popper out. Like we're gonna make popcorn and sit down and have a visit. I know. Anyway, popcorn's a fantastic snack. Once again, setting it down so as not to rattle. But it's 0 points. Now, I've talked about this time and again. I love popcorn. I will eat just plain old popcorn or popcorn with salt, which I guess is plain popcorn. I will eat, the other night I had 3 of these of popcorn before I ate dinner, which is not always a good idea for me because I fill up on popcorn and then don't eat real food. And then the next morning I wake up famished and then want to DoorDash breakfast. So I have to be careful of that. But popcorn is a great snack because popcorn, I mean, it's corn. So popcorn by itself is 0 points. You can get, I've heard, apparently popcorn tastes like cardboard. I like it, but if you don't like the taste of plain cardboard, no. Popcorn. If you don't like the taste of plain popcorn or cardboard, you can get the sprinkles or like the sprays to put on it. Just be careful of your points, count your points. But y'all, I feel like even if you're counting points for the sprinkles that you're putting on your, now I'm going to have to be careful to say popcorn, not cardboard. Even if you're counting points for the sprinkles that you're putting on your popcorn, you can still get a whole bunch of popcorn for not a whole bunch of points. So it's still high bulk, low points, or low calorie eating. So I'm still on the popcorn bandwagon. So popcorn's a great snack. I love these. Let's talk about some things that are points, but not a whole lot of points. Reduced fat. I had to look. I need to get my arms lengthened, but it's reduced fat. I didn't know if it was reduced fat or reduced calories, but it's reduced fat wheat thins. Now these are, I believe it's 3 points for 16 crackers. It's 1 point for 6. So y'all, we've talked about this before. I keep these again from the Walmart, little like snack baggies, and I make myself single point servings of things. Now, with the wheat thins, I know that if I eat more than one of these, I need to recalculate because I think, so 6 is 1 point, 12 is 3 points, and I think up to 16 is 3 points. I might be wrong on that. 16 is 3 points. But, so I don't just grab a bag, eat them, that's a point. Grab another bag, eat them, that's a point. I actually like legit calculate them, but a lot of times I'll just grab one of these, 6 points, and eat it with like some, if I'm having my tomatoes, I'll have tomatoes and some little crackers and maybe some hummus. Fabulous snack, 0 points, 0 points for the hummus. The only point is 1 point for my 6 wheat thins. And y'all, I am a snacker. I just told you that I will eat 3 like full popcorn poppers of popcorn all by myself. And like the intern will come by and grab a little bit. And like I don't say mean things out loud, but I say mean things in my head like, get your own popcorn. Even though I could just make more popcorn because I'm a snacker and I want my snacks to myself. So I know that if I open the box of wheat thins and say, okay, I'm only going to grab 6. No, I'm not. I'm going to grab a handful. And I'm going to say, oh, well, I'll count them while I'm eating and I'll count the points. No, I won't. But if I know that each baggie is 6 wheat thins, even if I grab 5 baggies, right? So that's 30 wheat thins. Did y'all see that math right there? I keep the baggies and I know that 1 baggie is 6. So then I just go in and calculate my points. I'm not trying to cheat. I'm not trying to like trick myself out of eating what I want to eat. It's just an easy way for me to calculate points. And I'm trying to stay away from my weaknesses. Like if I open a box of crackers, I'm likely to eat more than I really want to. So if I have 6 in a baggie, if I eat 6 and then I'm like, I really kind of want more, then I can get more, but then I know another baggie is 6, so then I can calculate it easily versus grabbing a handful, throwing them down my face hole, and then being like, oh, that was only like 15. I find that that's where I go really wrong is, I mean, I eat okay, but then I start like estimating my points instead of really calculating. And this just helps me stay true. So little baggies, that was a rabbit hole that we weren't going to go down, but wheat thins or reduced fat wheat thins. And while we're counting things, I was worried that was going to fall on the floor and there's a felon under my feet. I grabbed a container of almonds. Y'all, this is a yogurt container, but my almonds are in it. Almonds. So 9 almonds is 1 point. So I keep my almonds in the little baggies and now these I will legit grab like 4 little baggies of almonds, but I'll eat them like a bag at a time. So instead of grabbing a handful, and then once I've grabbed a handful, that's a serving for me. So I'm gonna eat that whole handful whether I want it or not, because I mean I grabbed it. So, and y'all, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna leave that where it is. Let y'all can diagnose me on that one. But typically, if I grab a handful of something, I'm gonna eat that handful. But here, instead of a handful, I have 9 almonds. So I'll eat my 9 almonds, and then if I want another little baggie, I'll go get me another little baggie and eat 9 more almonds. But again, I can keep myself sort of honest, like calculate easily how many points I've eaten instead of, oh, that's a handful. I don't have very big hands. That's not more than what, 17, 18 almonds? Now, what is that? So it helps me keep track of my points. Almonds are a great snack. They're a great source of protein, and they're yummy. So almonds are a great snack to keep around the house. Protein bars. I always have Built bars around the house. So this is my protein bar of choice. They're not cheap, but I like them. They're high in protein. This is like the size of a candy bar. Well, like old, y'all, I'm Gen X. I'm old school. Like when I was a kid, was the size of a candy bar, not like the size of a baby's arm like candy bars are now. But so this is the size of a candy bar. This is 3 points. And most of the regular Built bars are 3 points. It's a really good snack. I like them. I like the taste of them. The texture's a little interesting, so you got to be ready for that. But I eat it with an apple, which to me kind of cuts that texture. So a Built bar and an apple, 3 points for the Built bar, 0 points for the apple. Super filling snack. I think this is 15 grams of protein. 17 grams of protein in this one, 130 calories. Very good. Like I said, they're not cheap, but now you can buy them in a lot of brick and mortar stores. Sam's carries them often. I think Walmart carries them, just certain certain flavors of them. You can order them from Built. I'm not doing a Built bar commercial, but you can order them online from Built, like Built. Whatever it is, BuiltBars.com, whatever. There are lots of protein bars. You just need to be careful. Check the sugar and the other junk in them and check the calories because a lot of them are high in calories. So find you a protein bar that you like because y'all, how easy is it to throw this in your bag, throw it in your purse, have it in your desk, wherever you are that you're going to get that craving that's going to send you to if you're like working out in the 3D world, send you to the convenience store, send you down to the snack bar or whatever. Keep this in your desk or keep a protein kind of bar in your desk. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's 3 points, but even if it's a few more points, if it's going to keep you out of those potato chips or chocolate chip cookies or whatever it is that you're going to go downstairs and buy because you're hungry and you have no like good choices, it's a better option, right? So, protein bars. We've talked ad nauseum. I'm going to pick up my eggs. About eggs. Eggs are a fantastic option. I keep boiled eggs around all the time. We've talked before about, I don't know what you're supposed to call them. Are they egg muffins or egg cups, egg whatevers? So you get a muffin tin and you put stuff in them like vegetables. I've done broccoli. I've done bell peppers. Sometimes I do just like lunch meat. I think I did lunch meat ham one time. I've done turkey and fat-free cheese. So you put that in your muffin tins and then whip some eggs. And I think I just did plain old egg last time. I just whipped it up real good, so scramble them good, and then pour the egg in there and then bake them in the oven at 350. And when I bake mine, they need to go north of 20 minutes because you want them good and done. Like you don't want to bite into that and find like some egginess in the middle of it. But those are fantastic. I like to serve them fresh. I like to stick them in the fridge and have them the next day. I will freeze them and then take them out, let them thaw, and then microwave them, or depending on the day and my mood and what's happening, I'll just eat them cold straight out the fridge because it's just egg. But those are a great way to keep egg, like ready to serve eggs around for, again, if you want a snack. And y'all, I realize that not every time you want a snack is an emergency, but I feel like the times that aren't an emergency aren't really the ones we need to talk about, right? Like when you're calm and able to make good choices, you can handle things on your own, right? It's when you're like this and you're like about to just start eating things. That's when maybe you need some help with ideas. So those egg cups, I think, are a great idea to keep around for those kind of times. Now let's head over to the dairy section. I thought I had cheese sticks. I think I ate all my cheese sticks, but cheese sticks like that string cheese, great option. You can get reduced fat string cheese, which is 1 point per stick for like cheese stick. Fabulous option. Super easy, very convenient, and they're already in single size servings. So cheese sticks are a great option. Y'all know my love of cottage cheese. We did a whole video last week, which I'll link here, of cottage cheese bowl ideas. And y'all, if you go look at that video, look in the comments too, because there are some great suggestions from some of y'all in the comments. But cottage cheese is a great option for snacks. Y'all know the grocery store up the street sells low-fat cottage cheese. I never go there. So when the intern goes to the grocery store, he brings me, not low-fat, fat-free. This is the fat-free cottage cheese from the grocery store that the intern brings me because he loves me. I just buy the 1%, and I think 1% fat cottage cheese is 4 points per cup. And fat-free is no points. Up to, I don't know if at some point it starts getting pointy, but for a lot of it is no points. So cottage cheese you can mix with lots of stuff. Cottage cheese with veggies, you can slice up tomato, throw it in there, tomato and cucumbers. Cottage cheese is actually what I was thinking about when I said we'd talk about some combinations for your bell peppers. So bell peppers and cottage cheese, so good. One of my absolute faves is cottage cheese with no sugar added fruit. The Walmart ones use Splenda. These are the ones that I buy if I can, like if they have them. Sometimes they're out. But so y'all, I will eat a whole can of fruit with cottage cheese. So good, so filling. Done snacking for the day. And you know what else is good? If you do cottage cheese, some fruit, and some fat-free cheddar cheese. So good. Now, I forget to say this often. Fat-free cheddar cheese is 0 points up to a point. I think it's 1/4 cup you can get away with for 0 points. Then it starts having points. So just be careful how much you use. And again, if you use more than 1/4 cup, just count it. So those are great options with your cheddar cheese. No, with your cottage cheese. Like I said, check out that video we did last week for some great combinations with cottage cheese. Greek yogurt. Y'all know I live my life with Greek yogurt, which is evidenced by the fact that I use Greek yogurt containers for lots of things. But fat-free Greek yogurt, 0 points. And I don't eat like just straight, although I probably could now. I've gotten really used to the taste. But y'all know I do Greek yogurt for my breakfast, right? So I thaw just plain old frozen fruit, thaw that out, and I mix it with an overnight oats thing that I make, which I'll link one of my breakfast videos here if you're interested in that. But if I'm hungry during the day and I want something bulky, I'll just grab some Greek yogurt and mix it with that fruit, or I'll just make like the whole, if I'm really hungry and really like things are dicey, I'll just go ahead and make my breakfast yogurt in the middle of the day and eat that, which is Greek yogurt, the frozen fruit and the overnight oats. It's super filling. And the oats that I use, it's 3 tablespoons of that like Quaker, like the, you know, like the Quaker dude in the hat, those oats. 3 tablespoons of that is 1 point. And I've got it portioned out in my fridge. So I know that whole thing, no matter how much Greek yogurt I put in it, it's 1 point. So I can fill up on that, 1 point, done, and not be snacky. So I eat Greek yogurt that way. And y'all know we make our 0 point ranch dip with Greek yogurt. And that's just Greek yogurt with the powdered Hidden Valley Ranch dip. Mix that in with your Greek yogurt and some kind of like powdered, I use granulated garlic or granulated onion to kind of cut the sweetness a little bit. Throw in some salt. Bob's your uncle. You got a 0 point ranch dip. And y'all, I dip all kinds of things in that. So I will use that as a dip for veggies when I'm snacking. I use it, and we're not talking about sandwiches, but I will use it as mayonnaise. Like instead of even low fat or whatever the like Hellmann's Light mayonnaise, I'll use fat-free ranch dip instead of that as mayonnaise on a sandwich, or as a spread on a sandwich. I guess it's not mayonnaise then, but as a spread on a sandwich, adding 0 points to my sandwich. So I go through tons of Greek yogurt in a week. Fruit, of course, is a fantastic snack. I mentioned the canned fruit with the cottage cheese. And y'all, I forgot to even mention everything but the bagel seasoning in your cottage cheese combination. So good. I had last week when I made those bowls, I had the actual like Trader Joe's everything but the bagel. I just got this one from Walmart. It's everything bagel seasoning, and it's the same ingredients as everything but the bagel from Trader Joe's, and it's cheap. So I figured I'd try this and see how it is, because we don't have a Trader Joe's here. So I don't know if I ordered that one online or I don't know. Anyway, nobody cares. So wait, where was I? Oh, fruit. Canned fruit, fresh fruit, of course. I always have bananas around. I think I've eaten 4 bananas today, which is a really whole lot, but I'm not going to make excuses for myself. I was hungry this morning, so I ate some bananas. I keep chocolate hummus in the fridge all the time. And I'll link here to a video with my chocolate hummus recipe. Y'all, I eat chocolate hummus on bananas, on apples. I'll dip strawberries in chocolate hummus. If I'm snacky and really not making fabulous choices, I mean, this isn't an awful choice, but I'll take a graham cracker and put some chocolate hummus on that, and I get the sweet of the graham cracker and the chocolate of the chocolate hummus. Now, chocolate hummus, the way that we make it is 0 points. Because even though when you use a bunch of that cocoa, it's got points, there's so little of it like spread out over all the stuff in the chocolate hummus that it's, y'all, I've calculated it over and again. There's no points in my hummus. But, I mean, and I'm also not sitting down eating like 5 cups of it at a time. But anyway, so chocolate hummus, I will put on fruit. I will put on things where I want to eat chocolate. I will dip popcorn in it. Chocolate hummus is very good. So I keep chocolate hummus around. I forgot to tell you when we talked about veggies and the dipping of the wheat thins, my other hummus, what I call my regular hummus, just because it's not chocolate, I keep that around to dip veggies in, because y'all, both hummus, both versions of hummus, they're filling, they're 0 points, and it's not a ton of protein, but you get a little bit of protein when you add hummus to things. So hummus is a great choice to keep around. So where was I? Oh, I was talking about fruit. So I keep getting off track. Bananas. I have a watermelon sitting right here, which I'm not going to pick up, but y'all, I have just recently discovered the joys of, is it tajin? Is that how you pronounce it? I know I have Mexican friends of the channel, so I'm trying not to embarrass myself by saying this wrong, and I think I probably am, but for those uninitiated, y'all, this is chili, pepper, and salt, and lime, and oh my word. I don't know what you're supposed to put it on, but I've been putting it on fruit. I ate it on watermelon this morning. I had it on an apple. I didn't eat it on my banana, but I was tempted. Oh my word, it is so good. And at first I was like, what am I even putting in my mouth? But then I was like, oh, it's weird. Then I was like, oh, I like it. So yeah, that's the new obsession. So fruit, I keep apples around all the time. I've started buying peaches and plums just because they're around and they're cheap, but apples, bananas, those little, are they mandarin oranges? The little like easy to peel ones? Those, apples, bananas, oranges, those are my staples. Like all the time I keep those around. In the summer I buy watermelon a lot because one, it's delicious, and two, it helps keep me hydrated. So, and I eat a lot of watermelon. So I'll cut it up, stick it in the fridge. That's another one that I have to be careful because I will eat so much watermelon that I don't eat like real food. And then when I get hungry, I am famished. So that kind of breaks my whole trying to eat protein every time I eat plan. But it's watermelon, so whatever. I could do like cottage cheese with watermelon or something, but I get a little feral when I'm eating watermelon. So, I mean, it's just a thing. So fruit. I have 2-ingredient dough on my list. We're not going to get into that, but y'all, we've talked about it before. The self-rising flour and Greek yogurt, you mix it together. It's supposed to be 1-to-1. And I'll link here where, oh y'all, funnel cakes. The funnel cakes that we make with that dough. So it's the 2 ingredients, and then I add a couple more ingredients. Some vanilla and some sweetener. I use monk fruit sweetener. Mix it up, roll it out. I do mine in a swirl like a real Jersey Shore funnel cake. Stick it in the air fryer. So good. Now, of course, that takes a little bit longer. Like it's not, you know, you're not going to just grab it and go for a snack, but it's really, really good. So 2-ingredient dough if you have a little while to actually make something. Now, these are definite grab it and goes. Don't judge me on my applesauce. Unsweet applesauce. 0 points. And it's applesauce. So good. Now, you can buy, I buy this, obviously, and I use it. I use this in my 1-point brownies, which y'all, I'm going to be linking everything. I'm going to run out. I think I can only link 5 videos. I don't think I've passed that number yet. So I will link the video to, not applesauce, but to my 1-point brownies. Y'all, they're so good and so easy. But I thought of that because I use applesauce in my 1-point brownies. So you can buy the bucket of applesauce, or you can buy the little containers. Now, I sort of sprinkle these about in the fridge because sometimes the intern will grab one of these and eat them, but otherwise I would not buy these because they're significantly more expensive, and I'll just eat applesauce straight out of the bucket. But let me warn y'all of a mistake that I made. The not unsweet, I mean, an unsweet applesauce, it tastes like apples. Apples are sweet, but it's no sugar added. The no sugar added applesauce says unsweet across the top. The not no sugar added looks just like this. It just doesn't say unsweetened. Unsweetened, not unsweet, unsweetened. So I guess that makes sense because it's not additionally sweetened, but it is sweet because it's apples. I accidentally bought the regular applesauce one time, and I was just like steady, eating. I was like, why does this taste so sweet? And I don't know what came over me, but I looked at the label and was like, oh, sweet Mary. And y'all, it's so many points. So many points. So, I mean, it was good, but it was a lot of points. So make sure you get the unsweetened applesauce. All right, we've been here for 9 hours. Let's wrap this thing up because we're going to make something. I got to go do a yoga, and then we're going to make something. Meat. Y'all, I keep meat around to snack on. You can judge me if you want to. I don't even care. I keep imitation crab meat all the time. Now, this I should really break down into serving size, like 1-point size containers, because I will go in and just grab this and eat a couple pieces and be like, oh, that was only about a point. So, and it does have points. I believe it's 1 point per ounce, but I'm not sure. And I think it might vary depending on which one you get. But to me, it's completely worth it because one, I like it and it's easy and it's still low points. Like, to me, it's still low points. So Daisy did you hear Daisy wolf at me? She's like, are you justifying? Like, you protest too much, Mama. I know. Anyway, so this one, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Cantaloupe. I got lazy and bought the already cut up cantaloupe for the intern because y'all know the intern will eat cantaloupe. So I have to leave cut up cantaloupe in the fridge for him. Like I bait him like a squirrel, so he'll go in and eat it. So anyway, imitation crab meat, cooked chicken. Depending on the situation, I will either keep the bought at the store like already cooked chicken. This is expensive. I should not be buying this, but I haven't cooked chicken in a while. So I do not have any already cooked chicken that I cooked myself in the fridge. So to me, it's worth it to buy this so that I have it to snack on or to like throw in a salad or something versus making other choices. So I keep already cooked chicken in the fridge. Shrimp, I have the flash frozen shrimp that I keep in the freezer. When I cook those for dinner, I make a few extra. I make kind of a lot extra. Stick it in the fridge, and y'all, I'll eat those cold straight up out the fridge. I don't know if it's gross or not, but I do. I make turkey meatballs. We've talked about that. I think I've definitely linked too many videos at this point, but if I haven't, I will link you to my turkey meatballs. I make turkey meatballs. I made up 2 pounds of turkey meatballs the last time, y'all, and just ate them for days and days, and it was fine. But I will go in and grab a couple of those, and this, I know this probably does sound gross, but to me, cold meat is gross because of the fat. And the turkey, I use that 99% lean ground turkey. There's no fat to it. So like they're better warm, but I'm fine with them cold. And if I'm hungry and need to grab something quickly and run, and it's either that or one of the chocolate chip M&M cookies that the intern keeps in the pantry, I do better to grab a meatball because if I eat a cookie, it's not just one. So turkey meatballs, I keep those in the fridge. I also use, I don't have it out here, I'll stick you up a picture, not like you don't know what canned chicken looks like, but chicken in a can, love that. Y'all, I will sit down and eat that straight out of the can, like just kind of like mush the top in and drain the broth or whatever it is off and just eat it straight out of the can. I can't do that with tuna, but I can do it with chicken. I did it last night for dinner. Ate that with a salad. That was dinner. So chicken in the can, to me, is a great snack. Or I'll make a chicken salad and stick it in the fridge and eat that with veggies. Like cut up a cucumber with thick slices, throw some of that on it, throw that down your gullet. Great snack. Also tuna. To me, the chicken lasts longer than tuna in the fridge. I might just be a little weird about tuna. It wouldn't surprise me if I was, but canned tuna in water, of course, is also a great option, like for meals, but also for a snack. If you have a few minutes and you're hungry and you're between meals, make you a quick little tuna salad. You can eat that. You can eat it with your wheat thins. You can eat it if you have other like low calorie crackers that you keep around, or just eat it with some veggies, or straight out the fridge, y'all. Salad mix. Y'all know I keep the spring mix around because I'm not going to cut up heads of lettuce. I know that I'm not, but I will eat a salad mix. I'll throw it in a bowl, chop it up, and I buy the already washed ones. Y'all, if they're not already washed, do not tell me. I do not want to know. I buy the already washed one so I don't have to mess with it. Just eat it straight out of the thing and Bob's your uncle. So if you have a few minutes and you're hungry and you're between meals, make you a quick little tuna and some salad, you're good to go. Or make the tuna salad, stick it in the fridge, and then when you're hungry, you're definitely good to go. I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to talk, oh, y'all. So I saw this at the Walmart. It's a Chomps. I'm now embarrassed. I just realized it says all stick without the ick. Oh, can y'all see that? All stick without the ick. So it is a beef stick. I don't know how many points a Slim Jim. Hang on, let me look and see how many points a Slim Jim has. All right, the jury's out. There are lots of different. It looks like one Slim Jim is maybe 5-ish points. This Chomps stick, sea salt beef stick, is 3 points. And y'all, the intern was home. He eats beef jerky. He eats all that stuff. I should have had him try this. He was home a little while ago, and I missed the opportunity. So here's what we're going to do. Did I say this is 3 points? This is 3 points. And I think if it's not awful, I think this would be a fantastic snack. Now, I've read that beef jerky is a great snack, but I'm a little squirmish about those things. I don't know what made me think I was going to enjoy this, but it's 10 grams of protein, 100 calories, 0 sugar, and it is not a low-calorie snack. All right, then. So here's what I'm thinking. I have something in my head that I want to make. I got to go do yoga. My leg is screaming right now, so I'm not sure if y'all are going to see this yoga or not because I'm not sure how it's going to go. but I'm gonna go do some yoga and stretch out. I'm probably gonna ice my leg a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna make something. I think I know what it's gonna be, but I'll let you know when I come back. So let me put these snacks up. Let me do my yoga, and I'll see y'all back here in a little while.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
All right, y'all, I yogaed. I'm all stretched out and ready to go. I'm feeling a little better, so let's make something. For about 2 weeks now, I cannot stop thinking about pimento cheese. So y'all, I'm gonna make some pimento cheese. Now, I know my Southern friends are going, we're making pimento cheese, and everybody else is like, what? Y'all, if you're put off by it, just skip it, but we're gonna make some pimento cheese. So I have busted out my old school stand mixer for this one, so let's go. We start with 2 ounces. It calls for fat-free cream cheese. All I could find was 1/3 less fat cream cheese, like the same one we used for that weird dressing, or that weird, icing I made a couple of weeks ago. And y'all, let me tell you what, I've been thinking about this so hard. I almost made it this week just to trial it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna make it with my friends, live in real time. What could possibly go wrong with that? So here we go. So I have to start by whipping this 2 ounces of cream cheese until it's fluffy. So I'm gonna do that, and then I have to whip in 1/3 cup of light mayonnaise. Now I had the option of using yogurt, fat-free Greek yogurt. And y'all know that's my jam, but I was like, I really want this to be good. So I calculated the difference, and I divided this out, because you know, like you put in the recipe on Weight Watchers and you have to tell them how many servings it is. So I said this is 8 servings. And for 8 servings with the mayo, it's 3 points. And for 8 servings with the Greek yogurt, it's 2 points. So I was like, for a point, I'm gonna use mayonnaise, which I've not used mayonnaise since I don't even know. But if you wanna like save yourself the points, just use Greek yogurt. So 2 ounces of cream cheese, that's already in my bowl. Then I'm gonna, once that's done, I'm gonna throw in my mayonnaise, whip that up with 2 cups of fat-free cheddar cheese, and then 2 tablespoons of chopped pimentos. Can y'all see those? I had to mash them with a fork. And then the seasoning. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all that, and then I'll be back. All right, y'all, I have stopped to mix. I'm about halfway through adding in that did I say 2 cups of cheddar cheese? I'm about halfway through adding in that 2 cups of cheddar cheese. So I have my 2 ounces of cream cheese whipped up, added the mayo, which was 1/3 cup of mayo, whipped that in. And then I started adding cheddar cheese, and I stopped to add the pimentos just to give it a little more something, because I don't want it to dry out. So I'm going to add my cheddar cheese more gradually now. It said add Worcestershire sauce, which wasn't listed in the ingredients. So now I'm getting a little bit nervous, but it also calls for granulated garlic. So I'm going to throw in some of that. And then freshly ground pepper to taste. So let's finish mixing this, then we'll taste and add pepper as we feel led. I might add a little more pimentos. Let's see, hang on. You can see I put in a lot of Worcestershire sauce. It's looking pretty interesting, y'all. Let's use one of our little 6 Triscuit bags and see what we got. I was going to say I'm going to eat straight up out the bowl. I'm really not. I'm going to take some out on my scooper. So there's how it looks. Looks like it's got a lot of Worcestershire sauce in it. I think we're onto something, but we need some more pimentos. So I mashed up some more pimentos. I'm going to throw them in there. I might should just use the whole jar. Let's see. Oh, that looks much more pimento cheesy. It's actually got pimentos in it now. We're on to something here. We are on to something here, y'all. We could have gotten away with just Greek yogurt. That is good. That is good. I'm going to throw in a few more pimentos. And by a few more, I mean I'm going to finish out the jar. Probably not mashing them enough. But that's all right. Ain't like I'm serving company. All right, let's give it a slap. All right, now that looks like pimento cheese. I'm seriously about to scoop in here and eat it straight out of the bowl. Look at that, y'all. Oh, my goodness. That's good. Throw some jalapenos on top of that. Maybe throw some hot sauce on it. That is really good. Now, what I will likely do next time I make it, and I will let y'all know how it goes, is do, because I'm fine with the 3 points, what I might do next time is switch out and do yogurt instead of mayo, but instead of doing all fat-free cheese, I might throw in some sharp cheddar cheese. Not like half and half or anything, but just give it a little bit of a sharp cheddar taste because it wouldn't take a whole lot of sharp cheddar to give this a bit of a bite. But y'all, that's really good. So we're going to call that a success. And now I got to find this meat stick thing. Do y'all eat these? I feel like every time I do this, I'm like the last one to try these things. Oh, speaking of last one to try, while I'm opening this, I've been seeing, I don't know why, I have no idea why I'm seeing this. I think maybe I clicked on one, and so now the interwebs feels like I need to see 100 pictures of Scotch eggs. Anybody ever try those? Because now I'm ensorcelled, and I feel like we need to make Scotch eggs because I saw a recipe where you can make Scotch eggs, because you know it's like a boiled egg wrapped in meat, and then you breadcrumb it and fry it. But we can do a boiled egg and then do like a nicely seasoned turkey, right? Ground turkey it, and then breadcrumb it and air fryer it. That might be something to try. And here's the thing. It could be really good, or if it's bad, it's gonna be horrible. So either way, that would be fun to watch. All right, I'm not gonna bite into, like all the things y'all have seen me bite into, I do not want to bite straight into this thing. So I'm gonna cut me off a piece of it. So and you see, like, it's this. Again, I don't know why I feel the need to prove stuff to y'all, but because I mean, you can do anything with editing if you want to. But so I'm gonna try this Chomps grass-fed and finished beef. Oh, it is dry. It's dry. But I don't hate it. I think I prefer that. Y'all, okay. Yeah, no, that's all right. It is a little dry. Like if you're thinking you're going to snap into this and it's going to be like snapping into a Slim Jim, it is not. But it's also not like all full of fat and grease. And like when you hold it, your fingers don't come away shiny with the grease. So, which is why I thought it was dry a bit at the beginning. When you chew it, the meat kind of breaks apart, but I think that's because it's real meat, not a Slim Jim. So, did I say this before? I don't eat beef jerky, not because, I don't know, I just don't eat beef jerky, but this might be what like actual quality, like processed beef, like beef jerky is. And you know what, I think that's the case because I've had like, I mean, I live in Minnesota, so like folks around here hunt and the intern doesn't hunt, but we have friends who hunt and they give us stuff. And like venison sausage is a lot like this. It's very lean and I mean, not like dry is probably a mean thing to say, but it's not like oily or greasy like pork sausage. So I think that's what I'm experiencing here. But y'all, this is good. And I think this would be a viable option for like a throw in your bag, throw in your car. And these probably last until the next coming or maybe even after. So you could take this for when we get called home, you can take it with you then and have it with a picnic with Jesus. So that'd be good. But yeah, no. I think these would be good for like a throw it in your drawer at the office or whatever. Expires, oh yeah, it's July of 2024. This expires 4/6/25. So that's going to give you a little minute to eat it before it goes bad. So yeah, chomps, meat sticks, good option. Pimento cheese, good option. So y'all, let us know in the comments. You saw the inner workings of my snacky brain. What do the inner workings of your snacky brain look like? Let us know in the comments. What are your go-to snacks that you keep around the house to keep you out of trouble? Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.